I just crossed the 1 year mark. Exactly 52 videos posted pretty much every week without missing one. And right now I'm watching creators quit at video 15, video 30, video 47. They think nothing's working. They're convinced they're doing something wrong. But they can't see what I can see from here. The valley they're in. That's not failure. That's where all the magic work happens beneath the surface. Let me show you what year 1 actually looks like and the survival tactics that got me through it. Let's talk about why you shouldn't quit. You're probably comparing yourself to other creators right now. You see people blowing up with just a couple videos. Meanwhile, you're on video 20, 30, 50, and you're getting maybe 30 views. Think about restaurants. 90% of new restaurants fail in the first year. But when you scroll through Instagram or watch food shows, what do you see? The packed places, the success stories. You don't see the empty dining halls, the closed signs, the owners who gave up. YouTube's the same thing. And it screws with your head because you start thinking you're the problem. The platform is so massive that you can find examples of anything working. You can go find 50 channels right now that blew up with just a couple videos, but that doesn't make it realistic. Imagine millions of people playing the lottery daily. Of course you'll find hundreds of thousands of success stories. That's social media in a nutshell. You only see the success because that's what gets your attention. You only watch what's interesting, and that's all YouTube cares about, keeping people on the platform. So here's what actually happened to me, and I'm going to show you why this pattern is so common. I spent months with no traction. I was doing everything right, and nothing was happening. I couldn't figure it out. I felt like my content was good enough, but it wasn't working. So I started throwing spaghetti at the wall and hoping something would stick. I see this every day. All you have to do is go read the comments of any one of my videos, and you'll see things like, I'm happy to get 30 views, let alone 300, or I consider 100 views an achievement. I have many screenshots of these. If you have 100 subscribers, you're already in the top 63% of all YouTube channels. Get to 1,000 and you're in the top 33%. So when you're feeling like you're failing, you're actually ahead of hundreds of millions of people. The comparison game is rigged against you from the start. Here's what's happening. Social media only shows you the winners. That's its whole business model. Why would YouTube show you the people who didn't make it? It's not interesting. When all you see is success, you start to think you're broken, but you're not. You're comparing your chapter 1 to someone else's chapter 10, and there are literally hundreds of millions of creators who haven't gotten as far as you have. The creators who make it aren't just lucky or more talented, they just didn't quit before the roots developed. And if you want a clear diagnosis of what your specific problem is right now, I built a quiz that identifies it and gives you the tools to fix it. There's a link in the description. It takes 2 minutes. And there's one thing that helps you keep showing up, making it sustainable, not burning yourself out trying to be everywhere at once. So many people are telling you to do short form content. And yeah, maybe you want to do long form and shorts, but it's a lot of work. Filming, editing, repurposing the same content into different formats. Most creators either burn out or only focus on one format, because if you burn out trying to do both, you won't make it to video 52. This video is sponsored by Nexus Clips, and Nexus Clips uses AI to find the best clips from your long form content automatically. Auto-generate shorts with captions and formatting. You're not sacrificing quality, it's finding the moments that already worked. What used to take hours can now take you minutes. If you want to do both formats without the editing grind, check out Nexus Clips. You can use code DAVE on nexusclips.com for 10% off, or you can just click the link in the description. All right, back to why most creators quit right before things start working. So you've made it past the wrong expectations. You know this is going to take time, but nobody tells you about that waiting period, what it actually feels like. There's this moment. I call it the valley of death. It's when the honeymoon period fades, when you think you're doing everything right, but it's not working. Other people are posting content that is clearly worse than yours, but they're getting more views, and your analytics might as well be hieroglyphics. This is where most creators quit. Everyone hits it. The question is whether you push through. And I lived it. I spent months in that valley. My content felt good enough. I was following all the advice, but nothing was happening. I couldn't figure it out. And that feeling, like you're doing everything right but getting nowhere, that's exactly what makes people quit. You think something's broken, but nothing's broken. Let me show you what this looked like in real numbers. This is my channel from earlier this year. Basically nothing, might as well have been a flat line. And then suddenly, from that very little movement to a video taking off. That's probably the one that you found me from. The one about surviving as a small creator. This video you're watching right now is the spiritual successor to that breakout video. It felt fitting for my 1 year anniversary. That valley, that's where the magic work is happening, in the background. It's a shame people quit here because this is where the foundation gets built. Your roots are developing beneath the surface. You can't see it happening, but it's happening. If you quit in the valley, you quit right before the breakthrough, and that's a tragedy. So if the valley is where the foundation gets built, what does it actually look like? Because just knowing it exists doesn't help when you're standing in it. wondering if anything's happening. Everyone wants to see results now. Me too. But some things can't be rushed. When you come in with the wrong expectations, you're destined to fail. YouTube is a marathon. You've got to go find a pace that you can maintain for a long time. And that's where my favorite tree analogy comes in. I've shared this before, but it was just too perfect not to use again. Because what's happening during that marathon is invisible work. Growing on YouTube is like planting a tree. Even if you tend to a tree every single day, it's still going to take time for you to see the fruits of your labor. For months, maybe even years, you'll hardly see any growth. You might be wondering if it's even growing at all. You're standing there looking at this tiny sapling thinking, is anything happening? But beneath the surface, something important is happening. It's developing its root system, building its foundation for future growth. And that's exactly what's happening to you. You can't see it, but every video is strengthening something. I have a belief. YouTube growth is personal growth. You have to learn a bunch of specific skills. You become more mentally resilient. You gain perspective. I'm a much better person today than I was when I started, and that's all thanks to the role content creation has played in my life. When you understand that the invisible work is the most important work, you stop freaking out about the views. You start focusing on the skills you're building, the person you're becoming. You do anything weekly for a year, and it will change you. Your 52 videos aren't just content sitting on a server somewhere. That's your root system. They're the skills you built, the lessons you've learned, the person you've become. That's what makes content creation so amazing. You're not just building a channel, you're building yourself and your garden. If this perspective shift is being a little bit helpful, please hit the like button. It helps this video reach more creators who need to hear it. But that's not all that's happening while you're building those roots. The algorithm is doing something too, and it's going to feel really frustrating until you understand the pattern. Now that you understand the root building phase, let me show you what's actually happening with the algorithm while you're waiting, because the pattern is going to feel completely random until you see it. There are a lot of videos being uploaded all the time. The YouTube algorithm literally can't keep up. And the pattern that happens with small creators can be super confusing. It'll pay attention to one of your videos, give it a push beyond the normal, like this spike here at day 2. Things are finally happening, yay! Then it stops, the video flatlines, the algorithm ran away. It's incredibly frustrating to see something finally happening only for it to flatline like that. Maybe you think the algorithm decided you weren't worth it. But that's not what's happening. It's actually learning. Then, sometime later, maybe the next video, maybe 3 or 4 videos later, maybe a month later, it comes back and it does that again. Another small spike before it's gone again. Each time, it learns a little bit more about your content, about your audience. When you understand that this is normal, you stop panicking every single time a video doesn't perform. You realize this is just how YouTube works for small channels. The algorithm is learning. It takes time. So stick with it and give the algorithm good data that it can build on each time, and you'll start to build momentum. Let me show you what kills that momentum for most creators, though. You'll finally understand why consistency is the golden key to YouTube success. The algorithm is watering your tree sporadically. It comes, tests the soil, goes away, comes back. You need to keep tending to that tree even when it feels like nothing's happening. Let me explain it this way. I go out to eat every Monday with my old coworkers. There was this restaurant. It was a bit of a drive, so we didn't go there often, but it was probably in my top 5 favorite places of supper club. It had amazing barbecue. Turns out, they changed their menu completely, from a barbecue to a deli. Now I have no desire to go there at all. They lost me as a customer because I like their barbecue, but now they're serving sandwiches. That's what happens with your channel when you're inconsistent with your content. Your pasta video brings in people, they come back for more pasta content, and then you give them sushi, they leave. The algorithm doesn't know what to do with you anymore. That's how channels plateau. You bring people in, and then train the algorithm that your audience doesn't care, all because you weren't consistent with what you made. Your content has to build on the last video. You're not just making individual videos, you're growing branches from the same tree. Each video is part of the same root system. When someone watches your video, gets to the end, likes it, they should be able to watch your next video, and the one after that. You get subscribers when people are looking forward to what's next. If you make something that wasn't meant for that person again, they become a dead subscriber. Now imagine what that tells the algorithm. Your subscribers don't even want to watch your own content? Yikes. When you understand how the system works, you can work with it instead of against it. You're not just making videos, you're growing a tree that gets stronger over time. And another reminder, if you're feeling stuck right now and you didn't know what your specific problem is, I built a quiz that identifies and gives you the tools to fix it. Link's still in the description. So you understand the game now. You know it takes time, you know the valley is normal, and you know the algorithm is testing sporadically. But knowing doesn't make it easier. So here are 3 practical survival tactics that actually got me through it. The first one I still catch myself doing from time to time. It's easy to fall into, especially when you're scrolling social media. I see other creators with success and wonder why I'm not doing as well. Feel that envy creeping in, that frustration building up. But then I remember, that's exactly what I want for everyone. I want you to succeed. I want everyone to succeed. The problem is comparison. Stop comparing yourself to other creators. You're comparing your chapter 1 to their chapter 10. There's no upside to that. Instead, compare yourself to yourself. Yourself from last video, yourself from your first video. Take a moment to step back and remember how far you've come. All you need to do is to get a little bit better with every video. Think about it. It's simple math. If you keep posting and you keep getting better, it's literally impossible to fail. But most creators quit before that math has a chance to work. The second is going to sound soft, but it's actually the most practical thing on this list. If you're not enjoying the journey, then what's the point? I was lucky to land on this pretty early. A lot of my early videos before I got traction were just things that I wanted to make for myself, to put them out into the universe, to know that my content will be exactly what somebody needs to hear. The creators who make it aren't the ones who are the most charismatic or the most connected. They're the ones who didn't quit. And you can't sustain something you don't enjoy. So follow the fun. Keep tending to your tree, but make sure you're enjoying the process. And this third one nearly kept me from ever starting. I'm a recovering perfectionist. Before I started this channel, and again when I restarted a year ago, I was paralyzed by indecision. My brain kept telling me I need to figure everything out first. The perfect niche, the perfect thumbnail style, the perfect camera setup, the perfect everything. I spent literal years trying to figure out my niche, my unique selling position, what made me different. I did all the exercises, I watched all the videos, I couldn't figure it out. So I had a choice. Keep waiting until I had all the answers, or just start making content and figure it out along the way. Finally, I just said, screw it, and started making content anyway. Because on some level, I knew I could figure that stuff out later. There are so many things to learn, so many skills to build. I knew I would need the practice. And that decision, that moment of just starting, is top 3, one of the single most impactful moments of my entire life. So start before you're ready. I can't tell you how much I wish I could just transmit this into your brains right now. Whatever's keeping you from making your next video right now, whether it's not knowing what to say or feeling like your thumbnail isn't good enough or thinking you need better gear first, trust that you'll be able to figure out the problem when you get there. Because you will. You're smarter than you think. You're more capable than you give yourself credit for. One step at a time. Your roots can't develop if you're waiting for the perfect conditions to plant the seed. The valley of death isn't failure, it's the process. Everyone goes through it. Every single creator you've ever watched on YouTube has had those thoughts. Your roots are developing even when you can't see the growth above ground. But just surviving isn't enough. You need a plan to actually win. That's why I made this video about how to win on YouTube in 2026. Because surviving is critical, but you need a strategy to turn that survival into real growth next year.